bot and mid to really aggressively contest that blue buff so early.
That's 4 members already in Revolta's jungle, and that's going to be taken away. See whether they just try and give it over to Scout. They're going to fight.
Oh, Joxter's going to get the knock up here, and they're going to have to throw it away. Exhaust onto Clearlove. Joxter has to flash on this one. EDG have the stronger skirmish in the early levels, and they're chasing down for Joxter. That is first blood to Clearlove.
And one more time, EDG with a very clever setup off their bottom lane push, pick up first blood. All of a sudden, Scout's level 6. This is looking bad.
Oh, they lay in wait. Just for Joxter and Macau. There is no way they're getting out of this one. Only flash for Macau, and he's going to go down! Unleash the power, level 6. Joxter's running away as Mako tanks up the turret. He won't get very far, though. He still has no summoners, and Def picks up a kill.
The cascading pressure from the mid push into a rope, jungler and mid lane working together. What a beautiful double sphere stun there as well. Just like a follow-up here. Right now we see
here we go.
Combo into trap. This may get ugly.
Oh, headbutt pulverize. Equalizer's on. Macau standing right into it, but Mouse is gonna go down. Joxter burning. They have to trade aggro here, so they will secure that. That's the first kill for INTZ, but they traded for another dragon.
But everywhere at once with good positioning in the river. Fog of War control is paramount here for INTZ. They have a Scuttle Crab left in front of Baron, but once that fades, they have no vision whatsoever in the river.
And definitely informs their really, really insanely good control on the map here.
That's exactly why they're posturing around the mid lane here. INTZ want to pressure mid lane push to force EDG out, but EDG is kind of aggressively staying in that river area.
Joxter is going to have to throw down the Unbreakable Will and tanking up the Curtain Call. He's got 2 of them now. The third, final, fourth one hits. In goes Clearlove. They want to finish the job here. Should be able to do it. Clearlove picking up the kill, shredding through the tank. Talker's on the retreat path, trying to two-step his way to freedom. And he might just get out for now. 1 kill, though, picked up, and that's part of the front, big part of the front line gone for INTZ.
Whole way they chipped them down. Finally, the ultimate runs out. Now they have access to that mid lane.
Uh-oh, Revolta has to burn his flash, and Scout finishes him off anyways! EDG are just stiff-arming INTZ on this. Talkers with a desperate charge. In the pool he goes, and he nearly goes down. Hemoplague does not do a thing to EDG, and they get some chip damage on top of it. And as a result, he'll have 35 more seconds to warm back up at Fountain. EDG can start to pull the trigger here if they want. There is Revolta in the back. This could still be dangerous, but they want to try and fight it out.
Baron's jumping rather quickly here, 7,000 right now, down to 6K here, but on the back end, the re-engage comes out.
And the teleport for Mouse, the Curtain Call is open, keeps on going. Joxter still trying to push him out. Mouse looking for a flank on in. They want to find Talkers for the damage. Macau keeping a respectful distance. They've got the stun. They can eat him right on up. Mako's there. Joxter's going down, and Talkers comes into the back line, but Def says no way, and they are right onto the Baron.
Means that that's what they were waiting for. They're waiting for the EQ insta-flash to try and pick that one up, but unfortunately not going to come back. Good disciplined play. Now the siege really begins in earnest.
Yeah, this is looking like the end game. Clearlove does get knocked up, but Joxter, oh, they open the Curtain Call on him. Macau's already low, has to net behind the entire team. He's got bodyguards, but they are starting to drop. This tower is going to be open, and they can finish off Revolta. No, he wiggles his way to freedom. That's going to be 1 tower, but they've got to go back and heal up on the Fountain, and meanwhile, their inhibitor's gone. All right, Talkers going a little bit too deep into this one. Has to pool his way to freedom, or is it? Proto Belt, in goes Joxter once again. Desperation fight. Talkers tries to go one more time, but he gets exhausted. Def takes down Joxter, and there just is not enough damage left in his composition. Yang on the side trying to find the kills. Scout just picks up yet another onto Macau. The damage is gone. Talkers is gonna go down just out of his pool, and Def with a dominating kill.
EDG, they make it look easy, but there's a couple really sweet plays in that fight. That flash from Def, another good double spear connect from the Syndra. So well oiled, so great teamwork as well. What a magnificent performance from EDG.
Absolutely, it only took them 35 minutes, and they have silenced any more critics we would have had about them. EDG take down INTZ.
Flash in the back end, but H2K is definitely happy with this.
Teleport pop. Vander wants to go in here. Mountain Forgiven just on. The leash was on Albus, but it doesn't matter. The teleport for Rotowanma instantly exhausted. Ace in the hole is going to nail onto the back of the head, and this is going to be it. First blood over to Ryu.
Into the enemy jungle here, so H2K playing a bit more like a team.
Now they're enabling themselves. Rotowanma, though, he is going to be in some trouble. The red carpet's thrown down. He flashes right away from it. Yankos tags in. They look for Ziv. They take him down. The teleport's still going. Oh no, still alive. Yankos Mouse is gonna get the pick on the mountain. Westor's here. The shock blast doesn't go. Jankos decides to opt out. He gets taken out by Westor, but the claw does not finish in time. He gets the double onto Odo though. A 2 for 2. All said and done.
2 in the end. It looked like on their side of the map here, and then start the Baron with 2 man. It's quiet, but peekaboo says Wextor. He finds out, and suddenly everything starts falling down again.
Albus is there. Jankos, he's just going to get bursted out of this one. Albus does take him down. Teleports flying to get the headbutt pulled, and they just nail Westar in the back of the head. Vander finishes off the kill. Forgiven inside the pit, trying to take down On, but the summoner heal comes through. Mountain over the wall, ejects. Civ is going down. So H2K, despite losing their jungler, managed to pick up this fight, and they party portal in, looking for On, and they cut off HQ. That's one more kill. What else can they get? Goodbye, Mountain, unless he can keep the tunnels going. Ace in the hole will not be enough, and he makes his great escape.
But now you need to turn around, go back to the Baron.
Completely turn around that gold advantage that H2K have procured so far.
Yeah, they certainly have, and that top wave is just growing bigger and bigger. Now maybe a Rek'Sai flank is all they have left.
Pushing on this tower, there's not much left in the tank here for HQ. Albus's health bar is melting. He's going to have to speed himself up. The party portal is not going to get taken, and they just used to secure themselves an inhibitor. Westor, desperate charge. They delete him off the map. The red carpet's rolled out, but it's H2K who are marching down the base. Mountain, Albus On, the last defenders left, and H2K just don't care.
And Ryu deletes Ziv on the back end of that team fight. There's not enough members left to defend. They want to end the game.
K are gonna do it right on top of the fountain. Let the minions take the game. H2K earn redemption.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Nami definitely wants to make maximum value off those W's, make him bounce here. Odoamne trying to keep Mouse away. Mouse was kind of almost faking an early gank there by how aggressive he was moving, but look at Jankos. Scout has no passive.
Waiting in the brush, and he's gonna get the knock-up. Quick flash burn. It's gonna be followed by Jankos. Ryu can't chase. No, he goes deep. He got his first blood. Oh, is he gonna go down? He is. That's a trade.
A slight moment of hesitation on the side of Ryu, but he does get the first blood, which means an early tier. There's assist goal on Jankos, but 2 flashes have been burned, and right now it's up to clear off. Hang on.
Oh no, the one-on-one.
The ganks, but right now he is being dragged all over this map.
More activity here. Have to sidestep. Mouse misses here. That could be a follow-up. Ryu.
Flash. There's a portal. They're going to go right on towards him for the dive, and Mouse is not getting out of this one alive. Ryu claims another, and the tower is open.
That's where it is. H2K, if they make the one mistake against EDG that they made against AHQ, it's over.
Could be this.
Ryu, he's going to get CC chained. In comes Jankos. It's going to be too little, too late. This time, Clearlove will respond with the kill, and Jankos is now going to have to bail out Clearlove on the offensive. The turret goes down in bottom, but EDG pick up a big 2 kills.
2v2, it was enough for Jankos to be present, albeit late, but 2v3, it wasn't enough. Another 2 layers of crowd control got added by Mako in that exchange.
And not letting EDG play the game they want.
Yeah, Mako has to be sparse with these wards. They're a rare commodity. Baron dance-offs. That pink ward is helping him so much.
Oh, they go right on in and they look for Mako. They have enough damage to finish the job. Odoamne gets ulted by Scout, and they are going to have the numbers advantage until it looks like Ryu gets ejected. Odo, he's gonna go down now. EDG might just be able to take this fight. Flash is burned on both sides and low health bars, but they've locked up Clearlove and they've knocked him up right back to Fountain. They're looking for more. H2K with a 2 for 1.
Fantastic move out of H2K. One more time. Rise ulti comes in and they catch EDG napping, get the pick, and they get a turnaround kill at the very end.
Oh my, it was so close for Odoamne to get a 3-man stun to completely swoop EDG off the map here, but the turnaround was so good. Then Clearlove minorly overextends, but Ryu has so much damage. People have to be careful around him.
And without the jungler available, they're going to go straight back to the Baron buff. EDG do have 3 members still up. See where they can contest.
Well, it's down to 3,000. They've got Mouse. He's pushed back. There's no smite available. They do secure it. Mouse wanted the fight, but Jankos is going in. They've locked up Mouse. They're going to take him down. They just need a bit more damage. Forgiven finishes the job. Jankos a little low, but they finished off Scout. They get the Baron. They get the kills. H2K charging for victory.
And this is the H2K everyone hoped to see because they have such good laning phases.
Got enough sweep happening.
Give it up almost.
I mean, they don't lose too much. It's just going to give them the extra burn. And
Hey, look for
heal.
Cannon. Look for Cannon and a Realm War Frank here, because this could be a big fight here. INTZ may not expect the damage that's about to come out.
Oh boy, the party portal looks like it's coming in here, and now the trap is sprung. They get in there. Odawamne getting suppressed. He's gone down, but Mouse, his GA, is going to get popped. Vander a little bit too low in this one. It is just
He stole it.
for one. The steal away. Yanko secures a absolutely massive Elder Drake, and EDG are evaporating on the spot.
It's
goodbye, Minko. Goodbye, everybody. And how you gotta think that is goodbye game.
And Ryu wasn't even in the fight. Beautiful flank engage from Odawamne.
What a massive, they beat EDG. These guys are red hot.
Their lane once again.
Yeah, of course, this bottom lane 2v2. They've lost the point. As actually, he's back in again, Revolta.
There it is, right onto On. Now it's the flash. He takes the resonating strike in, but it's no finish. Can he get the Peacemaker? It's not going to come out. And now the TP comes in. This is going to be actually Westor getting the lockdown on Joxer. Remember, he just used his flash to get out of the last play. The Pulverize save his life. Triumphant Roar. It's not there to heal himself, and they try to turn it around. Everything's been used by AHQ, and they're on the cooldowns, but INTZ cannot rebuttal that.
The teleport out of Westor enough to get it, but Tokas is even nearby. They may want to dive this one.
They're very low. If you can get the push on the wave, even without your support here as the Caitlyn, you can totally dive this.
They're going to try to keep it just outside minion wave. Locked it there. Perfect. Now they can't dive. No
Yeah,
minions to
huge.
help
Get
them.
big aggro.
They're right out front. Oh, they still want to kill. Revolta coming in. Beautiful job. Makes it out alive. Now for Elvis. And they will be able to pick up the 2 kills.
Slow, patient play from INTZ, bringing everybody down here in the end.
Hitting
But
6. He still has flash. Joxers has his again. AHQ, they don't
this
have
is
theirs.
bad.
Whoa. Elvis. And on the
Nice
wrong
kick.
side of the fence there. That's going to be a TP coming in as well. That is on the top. Ziv is into the fight now. What can he do? Throws down his W. Can he get to the skies?
Oh, so
can
close.
he get the kill? He gets in for the auto attack. That's what matters. They're going to try to get out of this one. A beautiful Peacemaker through both AHQ members, but no follow-up as they're just forced to farm it out. 19 minutes hit the
TP.
clock.
Double TP bot as they're
Quick
trying to
walk
take this
off,
turret.
Tempered Fate, and a forward ward that was not clear, like you said, Zyrene. They're going to go for the turret here. Macau, very low, very dead. And that's going to be Unbreakable Will still used. Joxter trying to buy time for the rest of the team. And it looks like mid's going to get a good push here. And Revolta's just farming it out, so it's a time waster. Good job by both sides.
They need somebody to be top all the time, so Yang has to go there. Doesn't have his teleport. Tokas doesn't have a teleport, so AHQ can 1-3-1 and slow play. INTZ's best opportunity is to actually just find the fight. That's not going to go right for them here.
Cosmic Binding, Yang gets pulled out of the fight as his team got locked up way behind him. The rest of AHQ became Bass Brothers going in. That's Westor Zanya's. He still has safety. Ultimate down. Shock Blast onto Talkers, though. Got to be on your
Big
toes
damage.
as they have poke, they have catch, and they have siege to get into that fight as they dive this now. And On is still there on the backside, getting excited with the rest of the team. They're going to destroy these turrets and then head back for Dragon.
And they have
if
a
they
jinx.
even need it.
There might take
if
the
they
game
even
right
need
here.
it. 28 minutes going on to the Nexus turrets, and it is INTZ out of position, but still trying to fight. Coming off the bases, they sprint right to the kills and possibly their own deaths. AHQ scattering perfectly, not going down, just the red bars blinking, and they may keep themselves alive as they take down INTZ's Nexus. An explosion play to start the mid game, and AHQ takes it.
On top of it. Plus, right now, you can see he's already started his roam. He's coming over here right now.
Nice job by Vander. Talkers over the wall. They're going to throw down on the hunt. Try to turn on to Talkers. Vander throws Unbreakable Will, and Yankos throws the Ragnarok down right into the middle of the fight. It is Revolta dropping behind them, but he can't choose a target just yet. He does find the spider, but it's going to make it. No, goes down the spout. Talkers, Joxter, and Macau now running for their lives. Ryu, remember, flash down, no ghost yet, so they're just trying to get the slow. The CC locks him down. The last twing. Fang gets him through the magical journey.
He didn't think he had to flash there. Walks up that last little thing there from Ryu, gets it, and this is going to give them a lot of pressure on this turret. This might be first turret for H2K.
Yeah, small details actually mean quite a large deal in that last fight. It was a bit messy and the turret was still standing, so INTZ choosing to dive, super risky. And speaking of, there's the teleport.
Odawamne as well, channeling his TP, so he'll be there.
Yang, you don't want
He
to be
stopped
there.
his TP, actually. The team says, we have it. It's just going to be Yang Here comes Macau trying to get a few kills for himself. Vander gets himself to safety as well. Beautiful job by H2K, kind of getting in and out of being INTZ priority target. No follow-up from the rest of the team. Very low mana across the board. This is up to Forgiven pretty much to auto-attack if he can. May just be able to do that, but gets locked up himself.
Oh, someone next. Who's next?
On the flip side.
And again, almost deja vu in terms of time in the game. Another implosion from INTZ. They try and do a strategy, and they're looking for Vander.
Vander puts himself right in the fire, so low, but actually gives himself an out. Jockster now just getting missed by the undertow. A twin fang, one more to get it. Dodges the Noxus blast.
What are you doing?
Goes down. I think he just wanted to give it to the Wolf. Maybe he's like, stop the assists. Stop the assists. Fell to get into range. Jocker's very low. That's going to be... Oh, he turned around for Wolf to play. You can't push him away. Undertow, he hits him with a big ham across the head. And now they're going to be going on the inhibitors inside the base. It has just been H2K hitting the gas every time they see a member of INTZ.
And Odo's stopping recall.
And he's still going for Odo Omne throughout the fight. The Nexus turrets are dropping here. And H2K are definitely going to try to end it. On the hunt goes down. All they have to do is focus on these Nexus turrets. A good hit coming in from Revolta, but it's not enough. He gets back onto the ground. Forgiven stays alive. Ooh. The boomerang isn't going to take Macau down, but it will start to drop the last Nexus turret. 16-4, 29 minutes in. H2K take down INTZ.
And H2K lock in a quarterfinal spot for themselves.
Yeah, always going to be possible to have the Twisted Fate disappear, yet to see him utilize that ultimate. His mana pool is actually quite lacking still. EDG, once again, a lot of wards set up, a lot of pink wards set up, so they just use that vision, stand on the vision till it's time to go. Vlad's coming down and Olaf's in.
On, trying to get behind the turret, so they click on that, not him. Elvis doing what he can. Thick Skin's there to be used. On, back out, fires the ultimate off, and Mako's trying to take him down. He does get the kill. Now they're on to Elvis, and EDG is having a party down here as Mountain tries to lock at least one person up. Could Westor come in to help? It looks like he's going to walk it all the way through and just stop the turret from going down.
Yes, be careful.
Couple of small mistakes in tanking the turret, but nobody actually goes down from EDG, so best case scenario is the outcome there. They planned that quite far in advance, and Westor...
Looking for clear love.
Finds it, great heal, the bubble goes out. And we'll see if Mountain and Westor can make their way out now. Mouse tries to fight it, but it looks like the team says, not this one. And Mountain is
doing Baron.
They get everything.
They're going to get it. This is not going to be
clear love.
No, clear love is close, but Baron already goes down. They want the resulting fight. It's going to be Elvis saving On, spitting him back out to the backside, and now On can start to fire on EDG. But do they choose to get out as Westor goes down? EDG now turns their sight to the top side of the river, where it could be Ziv next. On, forced to flash, and it looks like they will continue the chase.
On's trying to back in the back.
There's going to be the TP. That was the Baron back, rather, coming in. I thought somebody was flying in through a ward, but no TPs to be used on this fight. And On tries to come through, gets the kill onto On finally. Elvis doing everything he can to save his team, but now left under the turret, alone with just about the same amount of health, as it looks like they will both be falling very soon.
Now there is still the Baron available. Ziv has got it, the only remaining...
Still, that was an interesting moment altogether.
They're hitting Baron.
He's still fighting it. Let's go. Baron here. EDG.
Just tanking it. That's very risky.
A slow clear love waltzing in, which means AHQ will know they need to get over. TP over to the blue side.
That's really risky.
AHQ are going to actually push the bottom side of the map. They're going to have Ziv try to get this turret, or at least do some damage to it.
EDG have to go. The teleport's in and it's
they're going into the pit. Here comes Ziv.
I mean, even if you just lose Mountain on the attempt for the Baron, but EDG peels off. Tidal Wave goes out. Pretty tanky Ziv and Mountain there to take the brunt of it. AHQ on the outside of this fight, and the Rockets are shredded. EDG. It's On and Elvis. They don't want to enter the brush, but now it gets scary since EDG only has to focus On.
And they can't do Baron because Arn is still here. They'd lose too many resistances and he would be able to get a basically pentakill immediately. So respect recall. They are very lucky they forced the teleport out of Ziv because AHQ should have just pushed bottom outright.
Looking for in that engage. Wait a minute, maybe they found it. On the hunt, straight to the middle. Keeper's verdict pops two back to the fountain. The belt goes forward for Pawn. Pulls his pants back up, and he's going to get out of this one.
Yeah, able to do this without the Mega Nub, but Ziv's still looking aggressively. If he gets 3 stacks off, he's super quick.
They can't even do
Mountain against the wall.
damage to Clear Love right now. Mountain going after the tankiest people and putting himself on the front line. He
There's the
goes down
trouble.
immediately. Then they're taking out the tanks. It should be the Squishies falling first, but EDG doesn't have to choose. Everyone is killable at this point for EDG, and Albus now trying to run out the clock on this one, but it's 50, 60-second death timers, and it looks like EDG is here to stay.
This looks like EDG have actually secured it. They come up clutch when it matters most. They're just waiting on minions. We'll see if they can actually finish this one off.
Say, no, let's just go for the turret. There are enough super minions
Oh,
here.
the spell
Zip
shield.
tries to kick them out to the side. Mouse now moving himself in. They're trying to get ahead on the turrets. EDG was looking 6,000 gold down in the middle of the game, and now EDG will take on H2K for first seed out of group